Right, let's begin with our flow today. All right, let's find our chair. So today we're working on, well, not working on, we're inviting in energy that is in our bladder meridian. And so, it's funny, you think bladder, so it's probably here, right? And so that's not necessarily the case. It's, I was just passing a car that that had been in an accident yesterday. And when you look at a car and it looks so sleek and nice, well, the bumper was off and one of the door panels, and it looked so like there was so many wires and hoses and things like that that were exposed. And so I thought of our bodies. I said, that's how our bodies are, right? The outside skin is covering all of the tendons and muscles and blood vessels and nerves and bones and all of that. And so it looks, there's a lot going on inside of this, right? So the bladder meridian is, again, a meridian to send energy and to balance our go with the flow energy. And it starts at the back of our head, goes down our middle spine, on the back of our spine, and then into our glutes and down the back of our legs into our pinky toes. So we're going to just do some awareness to that area today, and hopefully open ourselves up to dropping the control, going with the flow, because when we try to control, it creates a whole bunch of issues, right? It creates anxiety and stress and fear and all of that. And so if we can just accept, do our best and just accept and go with the flow, we're just happier. Our bodies are happier, our minds are happier. So let's find our hands. Let's shake, shake, shake. Let's start with our shake. Yeah, on this beautiful day. It's windy again today here. Yeah, so we're shaking off, just like Mother Nature is like shaking off, clearing the air, hopefully, and shaking off, continuing to shake off the dead stuff from winter and allow the growth of that, all the little tulips and little things that you think are dead, and all of a sudden you see a little green coming in. Yeah, so we want to do that with our bodies, shake off all of our junk so that we have space to grow. Let's close our eyes. And just imagine, just picture the back of your head. We're going to take long, deep breaths. And as you breathe in, start with the tail, your tailbone on your chair. And imagine the breath is riding up the back of your spine, all the way up the back of the neck into the back of the head. And then pause there. And then exhale and allow the breath to draw down from the back of the head, down the side of your back, and down to the tailbone. Yeah, so just bathing. And so just continue at your own pace, breathing in. Let the belly relax as you breathe in, and just ride that breath up the back of your body to the back of your head. And breathe out. Same thing, top of the back of the head down to the tail. Let's just do about 3 more. So you're pausing at the top and the bottom. You're breathing in as deeply as you can. And then you're breathing out longer than the inhale breath, if you can. And squeezing out all the stale air. Again, we release about 70 to 80% of the toxins in the body through our exhale breath. So make it full as you exhale. Squeeze out all the stale air in your lungs. And that just creates space, again, for healthy new growth. Yeah, new energy. Good. And just the next time that you breathe out, go ahead and just relax the body and notice the breath. Yeah, so when we open up this energy channel, this meridian channel, yeah, it just gives us that sense of, all right, just go with the flow. And it also opens up and helps our autonomic system. So that's all the things that are automatic, right? Blinking our eyes, breathing, our heart beating, our digestion happening, all those things that we don't even think about happening each and every day, 24/7. Yeah, that gets that flow of energy so that all those systems can operate optimally. Yeah, and we're just giving it some love and attention today. So go ahead and when you're ready, just flutter the eyes open. Yeah, and if you tend to have a lot of back issues, maybe back issues or hamstring issues, it can sometimes mean that that meridian is either stuck or maybe overstimulated. Yeah, so let's just come into a nice calm bladder meridian today. Okay. So we're going to just start by taking our hands and massaging the back of our neck. Yeah, in the back of your shoulders. Good. And then taking your hands and interlacing them behind your head, if that's available to you. You can just have your fingers touch the back of your skull. There's that start of that bladder meridian right at the back of the top of your head. Good. And then just gently fan your elbows back. Feel the chest lift and open. Good. Then we're going to do some eye work here. We're going to squeeze our eyes tight, shut, and then open them wide. And squeeze the eyes shut and open the eyes. Good. Then blink your eyes. Just blink, blink, blink. Yeah. And then relax the eyes, keeping the head steady with the hands there. We're going to do some circles. So rolling your eyes into a clockwise slow circle. Yeah. And notice if the eyes feel kind of jerky doing that, or if they feel like they're kind of smoothly making a circle. If it's jerky, that must mean that you have a lot on your mind. And then reverse and go the opposite direction. Eyes in a circle. And relax. And relax the body here, and then bring the elbows forward. Good. And then bring them out and fan them back and look up and lay your hand into your hands. Good. And then as you bring your elbows forward this time, just allow the head to drop a little bit. And just get a nice stretch down your spine. And then press into your feet and lift up. Good. And then let's do that one more time. Just drop the head. Yeah. Stretch. And then inhale, lift the head, fan the elbows out. And then bring the head just back to center. And unlace your hands and slowly allow the arms to float down. Good. And roll out the shoulders. Good. They've been up there for a little while, so the shoulders might get a little tight, a little stiff. Good. Hands on our lap. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Good. And then start to roll your head over to one side and up. Let's do a couple. You can soften your gaze. Couple, just 2 slow circles here. Nice and slow. Good. Notice your neck this morning or this day. Next time the head comes forward, pause, and then rotate the opposite direction. Good. And get nice and stretched out here on the neck. Yeah. And next time the head comes forward, pause. Press into your feet and slowly lift your head back up. Relax your arms down. Press down into your feet. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. So stretch that bladder meridian along the sides of your spine. And exhale, relax. And again, press into your feet. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, relax. Good. We're going to bring the right arm forward, draw it across our body, and take our hand to the arm and just hug it in a little bit, just a little bit. This time we're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale at your waist, you're going to turn over to the left. Yeah. And take another breath in there. And as you exhale, very gently, you're gonna let go of that arm and you're just gonna drop your arms down alongside your chair. Maybe the right hand on the outside of the left thigh, the left hand on the outside of your chair, or if there's room behind you, you can set the palm on the chair, that left palm. Take a breath in and find yourself, as you exhale, just deepening your twist just a little bit. Yeah, and big breath here. Breathing in, belly rise. Breathing out, belly draw back. Inhaling, energizes. Exhaling, relaxes. And one more breath here. Just being gentle, not taking the twist too far. As you exhale, relax the body. Slowly turn the head back forward and bring the body back forward. Good. And just do a little wiggle. Take care of any little stress or tension that you might have picked up there. You're going to reach the left arm forward now. Bring it across nice and easy. I'm going to take the right hand and just very gently hug it in. Good. And take a breath in. And as you exhale, very slowly, just a little bit at your waist, turn over to the right now. Good. Find a breath or two here. And then on your exhale breath, just allow the hands to float down. And now the left hand is maybe on the outside of the right thigh, right palm maybe on the back of your chair, or just touching the seat of your side of your chair. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just turn nice and easy. Yeah. Stretching and squeezing that bladder meridian on your back. And next time you breathe out, relax the body. Slowly turn the head forward. Slowly bring your body back forward. Good. All right, find that nice tall spine. If you haven't scooted forward in your chair, maybe scoot forward a little bit for our cat-cow. Yeah, that's right in that bladder meridian along the sides of the spine and the back. So take a breath in and lift the heart and look up. And as you exhale, slide your hands forward, drop your head. Yeah. Inhale, press into your feet. This helps our decision making, actually, that's a bladder meridian. Yeah, when it's stuck, we have a problem making decisions sometimes. We get stuck and then drop the head. So just do a couple nice gentle cat-cows here. So we're just opening the flow of that body, right? Just relaxing, going with the flow, releasing the fear, releasing the control. Yeah. Let it go. That's a hard one for the human condition, is to just let go. Yeah. And then slowly come back up to a nice tall spine. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, lean your belly forward, coming into a little forward fold here, just hinging forward at your hips. Good. And then pressing down into your hands, bring the body back up. So we're keeping the spine long. We're just hinging forward at your hips, at your hip joints, and then come forward again. Maybe you come down just a little bit more. Yeah, press into your feet, slowly come back up. Good. And this time, last one, we're gonna come forward. Good. And then we're gonna grab behind our right knee. We're gonna interlace our hands. So we press into our feet, lift the body up. And then on an inhale breath, see if you can hug your thigh into your belly. Reach your shoulders back. You can always have a toe down on the floor. Yes. Take a nice big breath in, look up slightly, and exhale, reach your nose forward, and then drop as if you're wanting to touch your nose to your knee. You're squeezing your belly here. Yeah. And then press down into your left foot to lift your head back up. And then take a couple circles with that right foot. Yeah, so we're getting that meridian goes all the way down the side of our foot on the pinky toe side. Yeah, and release. Good. and relax. Now we're going to do the other side. So take a big breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward here. Grab behind the left knee now. Good. As you press into your feet, slowly bring your body back up. And then if you can, hug that thigh into your belly. Good. Lift the heart, reach the shoulders back, get a nice tall spine. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, bring your nose forward and then just drop your head. Again, as if you're wanting to look to touch your nose to your knee. Yeah, but not actually that big. Good. Then press into your right foot, slowly float the head back up. And let's just do a couple rotations, 3 in one direction on this side. Just if there was any difference in the way your ankle or your foot feels. For me, this one feels a little stiffer. Yeah. And then release that leg down nice and gently. And wiggle your legs out. Find your nice tall spine. Yeah, good. All right, nice gentle tall spine. Take a breath in. And as you exhale again, we're going to hinge forward. We're coming into Sphinx pose. Going to hinge forward. Then bring one of your forearms on the right leg and the other one on the left. Yeah, your fingers are forward. Yeah, and good. And then on an inhale breath, you're looking down. So I want you to feel the top of your head reaching forward and your tailbone gently pressing into your the chair. Yeah, so we're stretching that whole back, our middle back there. Yeah, and the back of our head. Good. And now taking it a little further, we're going to inhale, and as we keep stretching long, but lift the heart slightly and lift the gaze. Yeah, and you can even press down into your elbows and slide your elbows back on the skin of your thighs towards your hip bones. Just getting as long as you can in that back. Nice, majestic sphinxes we are. Yeah, and breathe. Good. As you exhale, relax the arms now. Relax the head back down. And slide your right hand onto your thigh and your left hand. And press into your thighs. And slowly bring your body back up. Good. And again, wiggle it out. Shake it out. Yeah, good. All right, keeping that nice tall spine, we're going to extend our right heel forward. And you may find that if your chair is like digging into the back of your hamstrings, upper hamstrings, you might scoot forward a little more in your chair, but just make sure you don't fall off your chair. That would be bad. And bring the heel forward. Good. All right, so that right leg is extended, but the knee is not locked down. There's a little bend in this right knee. We're going to start with getting a nice tall spine. Lift the heart, even look up slightly. It helps us to elongate that spine. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to slowly hinge forward. So you're pressing your chest forward, just to where it's comfortable, and you start feeling a stretch on that back leg. Then go ahead and look down at the floor. Good. And find your breath here. So we're stretching from that glute all the way down the back of our legs, down the side of our back of the calf. Yeah. So just each time you exhale, try to soften and relax a little bit more. Yeah. Breathe. So we're elongating our back, getting a stretch literally from the top of our head all the way down our back of the leg. Good. One more breath here. Good. Smile on the face. And press down into your left foot now and your palms, your hands, to slowly bring your body straight back up, keeping that spine nice and long. Good. Take your right hand and just help to rebend that left. Good. And just give your legs a little wiggle, little butterfly. Soon all the butterflies, as the flowers start coming out, then the butterflies. I think there's probably all little chrysalises at this point. Yeah. So extend the other leg. Yeah. All right. So let's take a nice big breath and get a nice tall spine. Look up slightly. Exhale, bring your awareness to your belly and glide your belly forward in your chest. We're not rounding the back. We're just hinging forward. Yeah, notice this side. And again, when you find your range of motion, you can look down at the floor and find a nice long breath. Yeah. And each time you exhale, allow yourself to soften a little closer to that leg. Good. And just take this to where it's comfortable. Again, a nice full stretch on the whole back of the body while we sit in our chair. So great. Yeah. Press down into that standing right foot now. Slowly float the body back up. So the great thing about the chair, I think sometimes there's many poses I think you can get deeper with proper body alignment when you're sitting in a chair. If we were to do that with our legs extended, I mean, maybe some of you could do it, but the tendency would be to round the back, to try to lean forward to get a stretch. Whereas if our hips are supported and we're up high, we can get a little bit further in that stretch. So yay. All right, wiggle it out, and then we're gonna make our way to standing. Good. All right, so feet planted on the floor. You can slide your heels back slightly. You can again hinge forward a little bit. Press into your feet. Press down into your feet as you lift the heart and find yourself coming to a stand. Good. Take a little mosey to the back of your chair. Slide the chair forward. Make sure you have room. We're gonna just do a little twisting side to side. So don't want you hitting your hands. So arriving here, just shaking it out. Good. Kicking the feet, wiggling the legs. And relax. Good. We're going to bring our feet a little bit wider apart. We're going to do our side to side, but this, as we go side to side, we're going to tap our glutes. Yeah, or a little bit higher, our kidney area. So keep the knees soft and just go side to side. You can lift the opposite heel. Inhale and exhale, but go ahead and tap back behind you there. And that's getting some energy to that bladder meridian as we tap our glutes. And again, if you want to get a little kidney action, you can tap a little higher. Just right above the waist, right around the waist areas are kidney and adrenal glands. Yeah. So just tapping back there. Inhaling and exhaling. Saying, okay, guys, wake up. 2 more. And slow it down. Good, good, good. And then bringing your feet back to hip distance apart and finding a nice tall spine. Just finding our mountain pose. Good. So palms forward, bellies tucked in, kneecaps gently lifted. And let's just take a nice big breath in and reach the arms out and up. Yeah, good. And stretch long. You can bring your palms to look at each other. Good. And then we're going to reach the right fingers up a little higher and the left. So press down into your feet as you stretch up alternately a little bit more with each arm. It's getting nice and long alongside our back. Yeah, stretch. Stretch. And one more. And relax. And slowly bring your hands into cactus pose. Reach the upper arms back, lift the heart, look up. Good. And then as you exhale, soften your knees and bring your forearms or your hands together as you just do a little baby round of the back. And then inhale, press into your feet and fan back out. Nice and slow, look up, lift the heart. And as you exhale, drop the head a little bit, round the upper back a little bit, and see if you can touch the elbows. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, and one more time, open, like we're an open book. Yeah. And exhale, round the back. Good. And then slowly come back out into your cactus. Take a breath in As you exhale, relax the arms down. Good. And roll it out. And shake it out. Good. All right. We're going to come to, you may need a chair or something to hold on to. We're going to come into our cross-legged side bend. Good. So to get a little balance. So you can either take the right foot and just step it forward. We'll do a side bend to the left. If you want to cross over, that'll get a little bit more into that back of those hamstrings and calves. But make sure that that left knee is pressing into the right. You don't want to lock your back knee back. You want it just gently pressing into that front leg, right? Yeah, tendency is to lock that back knee. Good. So you can be holding onto your chair here if you'd like. Yeah, drop the right arm. Inhale, reach the right arm out and up. Good. Again, if you crossed your legs and you're feeling like this is too much, make sure that your whole foot, both feet are grounded. Yeah. And then reach up and over. You can always transition back to just the right foot forward a little bit. And if you want to reach those left fingers down, make sure that right, you can look underneath that right arm and stretch that whole back side. Yeah. And the whole opening up that right lung, getting into all that deep fascia tissue a little bit. Yeah. Inviting energy into our autonomics, right? So our breath, big breath. Good. Inhale, slowly come back up. Then exhale, slowly relax the arm down. Good. And then when you're ready, uncross. So that autonomic, we're breathing all the time, but typically our normal all the time breath is very shallow, right? So it's really helpful to change that autonomic cadence by practicing deep breath, right? Because the more we practice deep breath, the more automatically we will do it. Our bodies will do it. And if we're used to just that, very shallow breathing, then that's where it'll go when we're not thinking about it. Let's do the other side. So either stepping forward, or you can draw that leg out to the other side. And again, take that back knee, that right knee, and just gently press it into the left. Yeah, and this is feeling challenging to me today on this side. So I'm going to stay here. You can stay crossed. Good. All right, you can be holding onto your chair. Release the left arm down. Inhale, reach the left arm out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. Again, if you're feeling very steady here, you can release that right hand down, those fingers reaching down towards the floor. And you can turn your gaze and look underneath the left arm and find that big breath, right? Yeah, the more we practice conscious breath, the more it becomes our automatic breath. And the healthier and more alert we'll feel, the willingness to just go with the flow will just be there more often, automatically. Good. And now on your next inhale breath, you can turn the head back forward. Slowly bring that body back up. And go ahead and release that left arm, let it float down. Good. And then either uncross or step that left leg back and shake it out. Good. All right. Coming into a little bit more of a challenge, but getting into the back meridian, we're going to come into a lunge. So again, you can have your chair, the top of your, so you have the back of your chair handy. That's why it's there, right? So that we can, it's not, sometimes it's good to start out holding on till you have your balance, and then you can challenge yourself a little more if you'd like. All right, so we're going to start with the right leg. We're going to step it back onto the ball of our foot. Again, checking in with that right heel, making sure that it's not caving in, that it's running straight back. And then we're just going to sink our hips down and bend this left knee just a little bit. Yeah, good. And so you can be holding on. So just find your lunge and make sure that you have, if you need to widen your stance, so play around with it a little bit so that you feel nice and sturdy, because we're going to go into a twist. Yeah, so again, having that heel, that back heel straight back is good, better for the knee joints and the hip joints. Yeah, all right. Then if it's available to you, reach your right arm up. And if you're feeling pretty good there, reach your left arm up. Good, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, just sink that right heel down towards the floor. A little bit more. So there's a little bit of wobble here, that's okay. That's your body working. Muscles are working. Good. If it's available to you now, take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to turn over to the left and slowly drop your arms halfway into a T, palms down. Definitely reaching that right arm back just a little bit. And just turning to where you feel comfortable, like a little helicopter blade. Yeah. And if you're feeling pretty steady here, you can turn and look over towards that left arm, towards that left hand. And again, little wobble, you can always drop your right hand onto the back of the chair. Yeah. The wobbling is good. That's engaging our muscles and all of those little tendons and muscles to work and get strong. And then inhale, as you inhale, slowly bring the body back forward as you reach the arms up. Good. And exhale, release your hands either onto the back of your chair or onto your hips. And we're gonna hinge forward slightly. Take a big inhale breath as you bring your right leg next to the left. Good. And shake it out. So sometimes the challenge is in the going slow, right? Taking it slow. All right. How did that feel? Good. So we want to find that sweet spot where we're semi-challenging ourselves, not to the point where we get disheartened because this is too hard, but enough to know that we're getting a little challenged. And that's when our heart starts beating. We're going to do the other side. So stepping the left foot back now onto the ball of the foot. Again, realign. I'm looking into my screen, but you look behind you there. Make sure that that heel is straight back. And then just sink the hips down a little bit. You can bend that back knee a little bit, bend this front knee a little bit. You don't want the front knee going beyond the heel. Yeah, good. So again, play around because you know where we're going with this. So make sure that you're not already feeling, whoa, I can't stand, right? Maybe you widen your stance. So play around with that. So you feel like, okay, I'm feeling pretty grounded. Good. Hands on the chair. That's what you're needing. And then reach, if you can, the left arm up. And then reach the right arm up. Good. And find your lunge. Good. And you can remain right here. And you can even just do a twist with your arms up if that feels a little more stable for you. If you want to take a breath in, and as you exhale and turn, you can slowly drop your arms. Sometimes that feels like it gives you more balance. Yeah. Make sure that that left arm is not coming forward, that's reaching back. And then if you want to turn in your gaze and look a little bit further over to the right, maybe fingers, and breathe. Yeah. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Enjoying this beautiful challenge. Using our breath to help us to stay and relax and not strain. And now when you're ready, slowly start to bring the body forward, start to reach the arms back up into our lunge. Good. And as you exhale, bring your hands onto the chair or onto your waist. Hinge forward. And on an inhale breath, bring that left leg back next to the right and shake it out. Good. All right. So we're going to do a little forward fold. Just want to talk a little bit about if you have an osteoporotic spine, you never want to really round the back, right? You want to kind of keep your spine straight. So we're going to just take it to a forward fold and then come up into a half forward fold and stretch that back. right? The back of that meridian back there. So let's just start with finding our mountain pose. Good. All right. On an inhale breath, we're going to reach the arms forward and up. And maybe even look up towards the ceiling. Stretch long. Good. And then as you exhale, soften your knees. Start to slide your hips back. Start to hinge forward at your hips. And slowly let the arms fall down. And you can bring your hands onto your thighs, looking towards the floor now. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you sink your heart a little closer to the floor. Maybe you slide your hands down your shins. If it's available to you, maybe let the arms just drop and let your head drop like a rag doll. Yeah, only if that's available to you and that's feeling healthy on your back and your spine. Good. And now bringing the hands back to the shins if you dropped your hands. And then bringing your hands to right above your knees. And then lifting the head and stretching the head, the crown of your head forward as you energetically reach your tailbone to the back wall. So you're getting your back as long as you can. Nice big breaths here. Yeah, good. As you exhale, relax the head down. Let the hands just drop or, hang if that's available. Good. And then we're going to slowly make our way up. So pressing into your feet, you can bring your hands back onto your legs. Start walking your hands up your legs, or just start rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Keep your head down. Good. And then once the chest comes up and the shoulders come up and the head comes up, reach your arms out and up. Bring your palms together and reach your hands down to your heart. Yeah. And relax. Good. And shake it out. All right. Good work, everyone. All right. So coming into a little bit of a wider stance here, softening your knees. Good. We're going to inhale, straighten the knees as you reach your arms out and up and fan out to the breath of joy. So big breath in. And as you exhale, soften your knees and curl in and give yourself a little hug. So grab your upper arms and drop your head. And then inhale, slowly fan up and out again. With the heart, look up. And exhale, fold in. Drop the head. Yeah. And inhale one more time. Lift the heart. Look up. And exhale, curl in. Give yourself a gentle little hug. Good. And then this time, keeping your arms there, slowly lift the body back up and release the arms down. Good. And then taking your feet and heel toe your feet back to hip distance apart. Yeah. And shake it out. Rock it out. Yeah. And maybe coming into a little bit of a march, marching back, marching forward. Just getting the heart rate to come up. Just let the body be nice and loose and move it around however you want to do it. If you want to come into a little jog, that's up to you. That's what you're feeling. Yeah. If you want to just shake the arms. Yeah. If you want to come into a little bit higher knee march. Good. This minute's for you. Whatever you want to do. Yeah. Good. And relax. And start to slow it down. Good. And relax. Good. You might need the chair here for this. We're just going to do some heel lifts. So lifting your heels and dropping them. When you do that, make sure your head is back. So the chin's tucked back slightly so your head's not forward. It's a little strain on the back. And the knees are soft, right? So lift the heels and drop. Lift the heels and drop. Just do gentle little drops Yes, with your heels. So we're massaging out our little feet, the little tendons and muscles, getting them strong in our feet, sending some vibration up our skeleton to help to build some bone. Yeah, sending the signal to our body. Just a couple more, and just do this to where it's comfortable. If you're feeling any kind of discomfort, then just do softer drops or just lift and lower. Yeah, and relax. Good. All right. So you're going to need the back of your chair or the seat of your chair. We're going to come into downward facing dog. Downward dog is just that whole back body stretch. So you can, you know, when you're on the floor, your hands are on the floor, right? And you're in a V shape. And we can use hands on the back of our chair. We can use hands on the seat of your chair, which would look something like, making sure your chair doesn't slide. It would look something like this if you're going to go into your down dog. Yeah, so that's an option. So you decide which down dog you want to do today. Yeah. And then bringing your hands, making sure you have a little bit of space behind you. So bringing your hands onto something, the seat of your chair or the back of your chair. You can even use a wall as well. And you can start to walk back. Nice and slow. Take a little mosey back. Stretch the hips back as far as they will go. Bring the legs a little bit wider apart. Bend your knees and reach your hips back and reach your fingers forward. Lay your head into between your arms and find your breath. So bring that breath from the tailbone all the way up your back to the top of your head. And then as you exhale, top of your head down your back to your tailbone and soften. Now just take this to where it feels like such a nice stretch all down your back. Just 2 more breaths. Riding that breath up and down that bladder meridian, all down the back of your legs and your hamstrings, outside of your feet. Opening, opening. All right. And when you're ready, relax. Slowly bring the head up slightly and just start to make your way slowly back up. So one step at a time. I'll keep the head down. Good. And we'll arrive in our mountain pose. Beautiful, lovely, graceful. Good. You can just stay here. I'm going to slide this here. I'm going to just do a nice little camel, little back bend here. All right, so nice tall spine. We're going to slide our hands back. We're going to bring our palms onto our low back, our sacrum. Yes, so that bladder meridian is again down the middle of your spine on either side and down right into this area, right into our glutes. So that's where you want to hold, right? Just support yourself there. Yeah, drop the control, right? We've got your back. Yeah, and then reach your arms back, soften your knees, lift your heart, look up, take a breath in, and as you exhale, you can gently maybe push your hips a little bit more forward if that feels okay. We're opening up the front spine here, supporting our back. Releasing the control, right? Releasing that holding on. There's almost nothing that we can control in the world, for sure, and even in our lives. So just to be with it and let it go. And when you're ready, relax and soften the gaze, bring the head back down, slide your hands down your back of your glutes there onto your back thighs, and then press into your feet to straighten the knees. Good, yeah. And literally when we're thrown these curveballs, you know, this didn't work out how we wanted to. We got that news, you know, we're throwing them all of our life. And so if we can relax and say, okay, how many of those have I dealt with in my life? I'm going to get through this. I'm going to do whatever I can. And then I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. Because when we can drop and go with that flow, clarity comes. It just comes, right? When we're trying to control the situation here, we're not seeing what's out here that could possibly be way more helpful to us. So, the beauty of this practice. Good. All right. So we're going to come to our chairs. We're going to set up to take a little bit longer Shavasana today. Yeah. So coming to the front of your chair, utilizing this as a pose as well, and sending your hips back, pressing into your hands, into your thighs, thighs into your hands. Let's stop halfway, and then maybe find the front of your chair and melt your hips onto your chair. Good. Scooting forward, keeping the hips forward in our chair. Good. Arrive in your space. Yeah, good. And wiggle out the legs. All right. We're going to come to a little, our hip opener. So we're going to take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward. And again, we're going to grab the back of the right knee. On an inhale breath, again, we're going to hug that thigh in, stretch your shoulders back. Let's do 2 circles in one direction and 2 in the other. Here. And then let the right foot arrive on top of the left knee or thigh. Yeah, or across on your shoe or across with that right leg if this is not serving you today. Good. We're going to lift that up. That foot up if you're up here. Good. Take a nice big breath in, lift the heart, look up, and as you exhale, just press your belly forward and stretch out that right hip. And then slowly come back up and exhale, stretch. Just lean and keep the spine straight. Don't round the back quite yet. And then come back up. So we're just massaging our way into that tight hip. And then again, one more time, stretch, lean forward. And then go ahead and you can look down. You can just have your hands just on your thighs or on that top leg. Yeah, you can bring your forearms if you want more of a hip opener, if you're feeling like you need more. Yeah, and breathe. Close the eyes. Again, picture that breath coming up your spine to the back of your head, and then riding down the back of your head, down the back into your tailbone, relaxing a little bit more. Soften the gaze, soften the face. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Just let the body open. Letting that breath massage your back. And when you're ready, gently press down into that with the left foot, left toes, as you slowly bring the body back up. Find a nice tall spine, and then take our hands and just help that leg up and over. Good. And then we're going to cross here, or stay crossed here. Yeah. And find a nice tall spine. Relax the arms down. And inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, relax the shoulders, bend the elbows a little bit. And turn at your waist to the right and release. So the left forearm or hand is on the outside of the right thigh. That right hand rests to the back on the seat of your chair. And press down into your right hand just a little bit to elongate the spine. And exhale, turn and look over to the right. Find your nice, tall, Gentle, relaxed, pretty deep twist. Again, this is also releasing a lot of toxins in our body. Lots of fluids, lots of water today to flush. And as you exhale, relax the body. Slowly bring the head back forward. And slowly bring your body back forward. And uncross. Nice. All right, one more little dance on the other side. A nice breath in, exhale, lean forward, grab behind that left knee now. And on an inhale breath, hug that thigh into your belly as much as you can. Do a couple circles here. And reverse. Good. And then place this left leg on the right, if that works for you, or cross at your ankles. Yeah, lift the left toes up if you're up here. And then lift the heart. And I always forget, and we're down here, when you just lift the heart and get a tall spine, the stretch happens already. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, glide your belly forward. Oh, that should feel good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, keep that spine straight, keep that gaze lifted, and just press a little bit more forward if you can. Press into that right foot, come back up one more time. Exhale, press forward a little bit further, one more time. And then relax the head, just look down, relax the hands onto the leg. You can stack your forearms if you'd like onto that top leg. Close your eyes, find that breath up your back. The breathing in from tailbone up your back to the back of your head. As you breathe out, bring it back down. Let the body relax a little bit further forward. And two more. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Softening and relaxing a little bit more with each inhale or exhale. Yes, relax those shoulders away from the ears. All right, so when you're ready, slowly bring the body back up, press into that right foot. You know, this hip opener, if ever you go for a long walk or a hike, go ahead and do this when you get home. Yeah, and that'll help the hips stay loose and they won't stiffen up. Let's just go right into either cross leg or stay crossed at your ankles. Yeah, nice tall spine. Relax the arms down. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Nice big breath in. Exhale, relax and turn. And release the arms down and find yourself in a twist. So again, that left hand can be pressing down behind your hips there to elongate your spine. As you exhale, turn and look over to the left. Yeah, it's so important when we do exercise. I always forget that the after exercise stretch is just as important as stretching and working out, right? It helps the hips to stay open. It helps the body, the muscles to stay stretched. And the next time you breathe out, relax. Slowly turn the head back forward. And slowly turn the body back forward. And uncross here. Good. And shake it out. We'll end our asana practice with a little stretch of the back. So take your hands and reach them back. Grab onto your chair somewhere, arms straight. Take a breath in, lift the heart, look up. And as you exhale, just allow the body to fall forward. Ooh, stretching that whole back, that whole bladder meridian, opening it up, stretching it out. Releasing the holding, releasing the control, just fall forward, releasing the fear. And then pressing down with your feet, slowly bring the body back up. Such a nice stretch, isn't it? And then release the hands. It's just allowing the body to just fall forward. You just let go of the control. Yeah. All right. Let's get ready for Shavasana. Good. It's a little bit longer Shavasana today. So get yourself situated. Make sure that your back feels supported. Make sure that you feel comfortable. Feel free to lay down, palms up on the lap. Take a little time, a few seconds to get nice and settled in and close the eyes. So important for that autonomic system that we're talking about, this bladder meridian that helps to, engage and feed the autonomic system. And relaxing fully is what really also helps all those autonomic functions happen. They can start to get to work if we are relaxed. So let's take a nice breath in from our tailbone up our back to the back of our head. Pause and release. From the back of the head down your spine to your tail. Let's do 2 more like that. Follow the breath up that meridian and ride it down. Each time feeling less control, less fear, less anxiety. And at the bottom of your next breath, just go ahead and release breath and relax. Relax the back of the head, your shoulders, relax the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, the hips. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, relax the thighs, the hamstrings, the calf muscles, and the feet. Whole body relaxed. Whole body's relaxed. And a little smile to your face. And with each gentle exhale breath, just allow the body to relax. And all of those internal organs, our lungs, our liver, the stomach, intestines, all doing their job. Bring your awareness to thoughts, if any. And just allow the thoughts to flow in and flow out. Do not resist any thoughts. Just let them flow. Let go of all of your efforts. Let go of all of your control. And simply be. Let go. And feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back into this space and time, just gently begin to move the body, wiggling toes and fingers, waking yourself back up. And take a deep breath in and breathe out. Another deep breath in, all the way up your spine. And breathe out and let go of any last bits of fear, tension, and controls. Let them go. Bringing our hands into prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart. Take a nice breath in. Breathe out as you bow your forehead to your fingertips. We'll close practice today with this. Practice letting go of the worries that bind you. And this will create space to know that everything will work out as it should. All will be taken care of. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, and gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you for coming and sharing in this beautiful practice today. Have a lovely, amazing rest of your day. Just go with the flow.